Welcome again to another of my videos. You don't need to guess where I am today. I'm at the fourth bridge, the fourth rail bridge at North Queensferry, and my plan is not so much to take photographs of the rail bridge, but I want to go along the Fife coastal pathway and to take some coastal shots there. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, it truly is an amazing engineering construction. It was built in, or it was opened in 1898, and it's about a mile and a half, just over a mile and a half in length, and there's some 200 trains cross the bridge every day. That's quite amazing. And of course, sometimes called the rail bridge because to distinguish it from the road bridge and the Queensferry crossing, which is just over there. Well, this is one of the features I wanted to capture. This is Carling Nose Pier, which is way out in the Firth, not attached to the land, but I'll tell you a bit more about it later. I'm going to get set up for a photograph. What I want to try and do is take a long exposure and just smooth out the water and give it a kind of surreal, eerie effect. Okay, catch in a wee while. Well, I've moved up the coast a bit to Aberdour. I'm going to have a bite of lunch here, and there's one or two shots I hope to get here. Well, this is my next location. And it's not quite what I had hoped. I hadn't anticipated on the sun being quite so bright. I was wanting to get some dreamy shots again with long exposure of the pier. I don't know. I'll try something and see if I can get something out of this. And hopefully, if I do, I can put that up at the end. Anyway, just stick with me and we'll see how we get on. I've taken some shots here of the pier, but they're really going to be just silhouette, but they're long exposure as well, so hopefully there's something nice there. But wait till I show you this. I was just looking at the beams that have been weathered by the sea, and there's some fantastic detail there, so I'm going to try and get something of a shot of that. Well, that's me for another video. I hope I've got some decent images there. I'll put them up at the end, maybe only about half a dozen. Things didn't really plan out the way I expected them, but hey ho, that's life, isn't it? Anyway, it's good to be here. and it's a brilliantly sunny day at the moment in the afternoon, but it's still pretty cold. It's about 2 degrees or something like that. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the pictures that I put up at the end, but thanks as always for tuning into my channel. And if you enjoyed the video, then please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. But in the meantime, take care and God bless, and thank you for the opportunity of sharing with you my take on God's creation, and whatever I see that takes my fancy. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the images. Take care, God bless. Well, welcome again back to North Queensferry. I've had to come back to take a shot that didn't come out the last time I was here. I was trying to get a long exposure of the pier with my telephoto zoom, and because it's a newer zoom than my other zooms, I didn't set it right, and the long and the short of it was that I got fuzzy pictures. I'll put one up just to show you how bad it was, and that picture would qualify for the worst picture of the year, I guess. Anyway, I'm back to see if I can get a decent shot this time. So, of the pier, I forgot the name of it now. Anyway, once I get there and get set up, hopefully we can get a decent shot this time. Okay, catch you in a moment. Well, this is the pier, Carling Nose Pier, and I think I've bagged the shots for this, but I wanted to get a long exposure and just to smooth out the water and give it a nice milky effect. It's a B-listed, this old pier. Dates back to the 1900s, and it was used during both world wars as a submarine mining station. It had anti-aircraft gun positions on it. Originally it was connected to the mining station on land, but today it's just a rotting platform used by nesting terns, and it's obviously an object of photographic interest for crazy photographers like me. But there we are. So hopefully, if I've got a decent image, which I think I have, I'll put it up at the end. And because the tide is out, I think it's possible for me to get down to the shoreline. So I'm going to try and see if I can get down there and take some shots there. Okie dokie. I'm glad I made the effort to get down here. When I came last week, I couldn't have got down here at the time because it was high tide, and it's low tide at the moment. But just to get a shot from a lower angle. So I've taken a shot merging or focus stacking two pictures to get some foreground and also the bridge in focus. And it's long exposure, it's about 40 seconds at f14, I think it is. So we'll see how this comes out. Anyway, glad to have managed to get down here. Okay, catch you in a wee while. Well, that's me. I'm so thankful to God for the opportunity to get back to that pier and take some shots, because I was able to get quite a variety of shots. So anyway, I'm going to head back home now and we can get this vlog together. But as always, I just want to thank folks for tuning in and bearing with this very unprofessional photographer. I hope you'll enjoy the images that I put up at the end. But as always, I'm so grateful to God for the opportunity to take these shots. And you know, coming today was quite different from the last week when I came, because the weather was so different. We had all seasons today, with the wind, with the rain, and we had the sunshine. But it all helps to highlight the beauty of God's wonderful creation. Anyway, I'm going to go for now. So thanks as always for tuning in. Take care, God bless, and we'll catch you next time. Bye. to another of my videos, and there's no oh, come on. And I'm here, that's right. Well, welcome again to another of my videos. You can guess where, we'll start again, come on. Take 4. Welcome again to another of my videos. That's terrible. Take 5. It's Scotland's greatest. Start again. Well, that's me for another video. One of these. No, I'll start again. Well, that's me for another video. Come on. Take 3. Anyway, there was different situations that happened here. I had problems with the first pier that I was taking. Oh, I'm going to start again. This is awful. Well, that's me. We back. I'm back.